The Senate held its first hearing Thursday on the Chinese spy balloon that was shot down off the South Carolina coast over the weekend. Top Pentagon officials testified before the Senate Appropriations Committee. Lawmakers in both parties expressed exasperation over the Biden administration's handling of the incursion into U.S. airspace.
Did we know what they're trying to collect, yes or no?
Yes, sir. We understand that this is a broader part of a broader suite of operations that China is undertaking.
So we knew what they were looking for.
Sir, I think we should talk about this more explicitly in the classified session.
As an Alaskan, I am so angry. I want to use other words, but I'm not going to.
Why we didn't take it down over Alaska. A key piece of this is the recovery. For us to be able to...
CBS News national security correspondent David Martin joins me now from the Pentagon. David, our daily meeting here. What have the defense officials learned about this Chinese balloon since we last talked?
Well, they're recovering parts of it from the waters off the coast of South Carolina. And they are finding a couple of things. One, some of the parts that they have recovered have English writing on them. So that means most likely that some of these parts were actually manufactured in the West and then sold. We don't know whether it was legally or illegally to China and then used as part of the manufacturing of this balloon, which the balloon itself is a fairly low-tech item. That doesn't use a very sophisticated technology. The sophisticated technology is still probably under the water, but they've gotten a pretty good look at it in two ways. One, as the balloon was coming across the United States, they were sending spy planes, U-2 spy planes, around the balloon, taking high-resolution photos, and since its crash, they've had underwater cameras taking photos of the debris field. And surprisingly enough, even though that balloon fell from over 60,000 feet, the debris field seems to show that the electronics are relatively intact, which means a much better chance at reverse engineering exactly what kind of equipment the Chinese were using to spy on the U.S. But they could tell already from looking at the photos of the balloon as it came across the United States that it was outfitted with an array of antennas which appeared designed to intercept communications on the ground. And, of course, the one place which they spent the most time over was the state of Montana, where they have ballistic missile silos. So apparently one of the missions of that balloon was to listen in on the communications which are used for the command and control of U.S. nuclear weapons.
All right, David Martin at the Pentagon. Thank you, David.
Sure thing.